Hello, my name is Stephen Sanders, and this is the intro video to English 1301. We're going to do on this video is talk about the syllabus, the course schedule, some things about the class. First thing is the syllabus. If you'll go to Blackboard on the left side, there's a link that says syllabus and course schedule. A little out of focus. And if you look at the syllabus, it says my name, and next thing says remind.com. Now, remind.com is a program that lets me send messages out to the students of the class. You need to join remind.com if you have not already. There's a link on Blackboard that will send you to a place to enter your name and your phone number and get it registered with remind.com so that you can get information. You must join this because all the important information that for the class is going to come through that. If you don't join this, you're not going to get the appropriate information, and you're going to miss things for the class. It's hard to pass the class without joining this. So do this as soon as this video is over. My email address is there. My office hours are there. It says by appointment only. Really, if I'm here, you can stop in and talk. By appointment only just means that that if you really want me to be here, again, I'm having focusing issues. If you really want me to be here, you need to make an appointment so that I will be here when you want me to be here. One moment. Maybe. You can read the course description. The required text is patterns for college writing. Anything else can be found online, a dictionary, anything else any other texts I want you to read, I'll give to you. Your supplies, you need a computer with internet access. On the syllabus is all the information about how to access your SPC account. You'll need to be able to send me things via Google Docs. So make sure you have a Gmail address. We'll be doing everything through Blackboard except for sending things through Google Docs. When you submit your papers, there's 3 essays, narrative, process, and argumentative. You'll be submitting those through Turnitin, which there are links to Turnitin and instructions for Turnitin on Blackboard. You'll need Adobe Reader because a lot of the documents that are on Blackboard that you'll need to read require Adobe Reader. And if you need computer help, there's information there on how to get computer help. You can read the course purpose and outcomes, course requirements. You need to do all the readings. There's a lot of reading. It's online. But do all the readings and take notes on the readings, okay? Because midterm and final are going to be pulling from those readings, okay? So you need to read those things, take notes on those things, on those readings. Each one of the essay styles are explained in the readings with examples, so make sure you do them, okay? There's no in-class class, so you don't have to worry about putting away your cell phone or anything like that, but you can't you can't cheat, you can't plagiarize in this class. There's going to be a link that says My Grades on Blackboard as soon as you get grades, and that's where you'll be able to see your grades. Essay assignment guidelines. This is your rubric for how I'm going to grade your essays. So read that, be aware of what it takes to get an A on an essay. Your grades, daily grades, classwork, quizzes. There may be a couple of quizzes, and those would be unscheduled quizzes, kind of. I will put on, if I choose to do one, I will put it on remind.com telling you there is a quiz over this reading on, say, Friday, whatever the date is. Okay, so that's another reason why you need to do a remind.com. And those tests and quizzes, midterm, final, and your unscheduled quizzes can be found on tests and quizzes link on Blackboard. Your essays and your exams are 80% of your grade. Due dates. I do not take late work. Please, if you have a disability that requires an accommodation class, please read this and contact who you need to contact. The contact information is in here in order to get accommodations for the class. If I don't have the paperwork from the Student Health and Wellness Office, I can't give you accommodations. So make sure and take care of that. Statement of non-discrimination, Title IX pregnancy accommodations. If you are pregnant or if you have given birth within 6 months, you can get accommodations. So please be aware of that. Student code of conduct policy. No one in the class should be subject to other people's behavior that is rude, disruptive, intimidating, aggressive, or demeaning. And that's either to me or to each other or me to you. So we're all going to be nice and be polite. Diversity policy. Make sure and read that. Plagiarism and cheating. Here's a bunch of definitions for plagiarism. We're not going to read through that at this point, but you need to know. You will be expected to adhere to these rules. Syllabus calendar. If I have to change, you'll see that on the link on Blackboard. If I have to change a date, I'll make it later. I will never make it earlier. Email policy. If you need to talk to me about grades, I don't discuss grades through the email, but I will make an appointment with you to discuss grades through the email. So you can say, Sanders, I need to talk about my grades. I need to make an appointment. That's perfectly fine. I'll do that. Okay. Concealed carry. Just beware that we are still, SBC campus is still concealed carry, is not open carry. So make sure if you are carrying a weapon, you are concealing it. We're not in class, so we don't have to worry about the face covering. We're not in a classroom, so you don't have to worry about the face covering thing. Teleconferencing, Zoom meetings policy, please read that and be aware. And then COVID guidelines. If you are read this COVID guidelines for any of your classes. If you're sick with COVID, follow these instructions. You also need to make sure and contact Diet Edens at that email and that phone number in order to get a note from her so that you can get accommodations for COVID, being out for COVID. If the teacher doesn't get that notification from Diet, there's not going to be any accommodations. Okay. All right, so that's the syllabus. If you look at your course schedule online, each day it tells you what to do. Read these pages, read these pages. Any of the readings or all the readings are going to be fair game for a midterm or quiz. Okay. On write days, all you have to do is write. So write narrative essay, write narrative essay, write notes. There's just a whole week there that you're just going to be writing your narrative essay for that day. And you're going to be turning it in on that, for example, on February 4th. Some days you don't have any reading at all. Notice I don't have weekends on here. So if you need to get ahead, or if you're behind, use your weekends. Okay. There's a lot of reading. You need to make sure and schedule your reading appropriately. All right. If there's any questions that you have, go ahead and send me an email. Email's in the syllabus, and see if I can help you with that. Have a good day.